You guys are scratching and clawing to stay within reach of the division. And on the horizon, you've got, and we mentioned it already, Scooble possibly coming back, Erod, Riley Green. Like, how good can this team be? Can it stay within striking range of this division, especially with those reinforcements on the horizon?
Yeah, I mean, we'd love Badu coming back.
Yeah.
Faedo's getting healthy. Brisky's throwing 97, 98 in AAA. Winginter, another usable arm who made our opening day roster. Turnbull started playing catch. I mean, there's so many days I get tired of talking about the guys that are not on our team because it reminds me that we haven't really been complete. And I'm anxious to get these guys back, but I've got to stay focused with where we're at. We'll have more depth because that makes guys, the reinforcements that will come behind those guys, actually guys that are on our team right now so we'll have a stronger team. We need to find our consistency and win the games we're supposed to and try not to focus on the division, yet understand we're playing competitive enough baseball in this division this year to still be relevant. It's hard to balance those two, and I'm sure it's even harder for fans, but I can't wait to get our team a little bit more whole and a little bit more what we expected coming into the season, because we'll be balanced with that left-right debate that I have, and Nick Mason doesn't have to hit in the middle of the order because Riley Green and Carp and McKinstry are hitting in 3 of the first 6 spots. Like that type of stuff will be a sight for sore eyes.
I got a question about analytics, so to speak, because I think Dan Petrie mentioned it last night that Lynch actually had more success against righties than he did against lefties, and Carpenter and McKinstry didn't play, I assume, because it was lefty-lefty. How do you decide which splits, which analytics are the most relevant?
Yeah, that's a good question, and there are certain styles of guys. Like, this guy has a high arm side fastball miss. And actually, it's just a strategy. We went with it yesterday. We won't do it all the time where it's all right. But those at bats at the end in against Barlow, when McKinstry comes up and has a big at bat and punching out on a 3-2 pitch, Carpenter gets in at bat with a runner in scoring position after the Baez double. I chose the route of using those weapons to put them in the biggest spot ever rather than the randomness of the batting order. I can put somebody in the batting order and let them play against a lefty and totally get it. But I actually wanted him to be a big piece in the middle part of the game. We just didn't get to Lynch the way that we should have. In order to insert Carp and McKinstry, Maton would have played in the middle part of their order. The way you beat the Royals is the middle part of their bullpen is all right-handed for the most part. And I was saving those chips for later in the game. But it's some of it's stuff. Some of it is comfort. Some of it is like, listen, our righties have not hit Cuellas. They have not hit Hernandez. They have not hit Barlow, really. So I needed somebody to play when the game had changed. And if I could get Carpenter a second and third at bat or a first and third at bat, that's better than the random at bat against the lefty who has some velo up and in where Carp doesn't really hit the ball.